Do you guys remember like your first time ever like sharing the gospel?
Man.
Like, was it awkward? Was it nerve-wracking? Like,
I remember.
I do. I prepped.
Yeah, you go.
yeah.
I was on a podcast once, and I did not prep, and it did not get published. So I did prep this time.
Yay.
Lord,
Let's
hope
go.
it be published. So I was in Pine Ridge.
It's a reservation in South Dakota.
Yes, and I was at a youth center, and I had just purchased through probably a donation. I don't think it was with my own monies. Yeah, it was through a free will donation through 777 skateboards and others. But I had just put together like 30 decks.
Yeah.
And had all the kids, all the youth putting together the skateboards themselves, and then I was standing in front of this TV, and I was like, all right, guys, let's talk. So your guys' creation story is you're birthed out of a wind cave in Black Hills. And I want to talk to you about Jesus also being birthed out of a womb, out of a virgin, Mary. And I want to talk to you about like the real great high chief that is a real tribal man. And went on from there. I did get some harsh feedback at the end of that gospel presentation, which I did, give a clear invitation to respond. And that outcome was really cool as far as, 30 plus kiddos starting to follow Jesus in some way.
Awesome.
But the feedback was from the youth center director. She pulled me aside. She was like, hey, you cannot like just flippantly talk about wombs and like people being birthed out of things. And I was like, this is like the history. This is like, this is what you guys say. And this is real for Christianity as well. This is the real thing. And so we'll get into the three circles in this episode, which I'm excited about. I really like going with the three circles. Instead of trying to
go from
freestyle.
Freestyle from the womb.
Contextualizing, which works sometimes.
Contextualizing can work. I saw it work. I think that it's one way.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
honestly cannot remember the first time I shared. I know it was using the three circles because I remember like after I was saved, like I wanted everybody to know this, but I didn't know how to share it. Like it was just all I could do was be like, Jesus changed my life, and this is how I was and this is who I am, which was great, but it wasn't actually giving anybody like, what does that mean or how did that happen? So I remember always having this like, I want to share, but I don't know how, and I don't know what that practically looks like. And so I would do things like I would pray for people, like, can I pray for you? And, I would try to that way, like plant seeds or whatever, but I'm feel horrible. I can't remember my first time, but I guarantee you it was when I started working for Collision and we started using the three circles.
Yeah.
And then we went out in the streets and we're like, all right, we're going to go talk to people. And I do remember when I first started doing the three circles that sometimes I would like come back and be like, I totally missed a whole part of that. Like, I need to really watch this video a lot because I did not. Because I
missed the Jesus
get so
part.
scared. Yeah, Jesus. No, I'd get so scared and nervous, like just talking to a stranger that I'm like, it's a thing. So, I literally watched the three circle video over and over and over and over again until I had it like almost word for word because I wanted to be confident.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, that's great.
Yeah.
Repetition right there.
Yeah.
What about you, Kat?
That's funny. I was just thinking about this and I was like,
Yeah.
I thought when I was in middle school, I thought I was sharing the gospel.
Mm.
You want to know what I was really doing? I remember the first time I, quote, shared the gospel was I stole the pencil off of the kid's desk behind me. His name was Nick.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't come from me. And I didn't give it back. I was like, Nick, I will give you your pencil back when you promise me you're going to go to church on Sunday. That was my outreach strategy in middle school, and I was like,
Still.
I'm making a difference. One pencil at a time.
That's crazy.
I really wish, like, looking back at my like middle and high school career, I wish that I had something like Collision to equip me and actually how to like have gospel conversations and be loving in what I was doing, and not just like, you need to do this or else.
Yeah.
How about you, Bobby?
Yeah. For me, it was actually 5th grade. Like,
Wow.
sending back to 5th grade.
That's when you got your tattoo.
No.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll explain that though. Yeah, so 5th grade. So like y'all know that I grew up in the foster system, and at that time I was going through a failed adoption, so I had to stay in emergency care, and I had to stay with Jehovah's Witnesses.
Whoa.
Yeah, and so I'm over here.
I like where this is going.
I was like, and they wouldn't let me like, because that part of my life I was like Catholic. And there was a priest called Father Stan, who was like a hip hop artist, and like at that time, like I liked his music. Looking back, I'm like, but anyways, yeah. So I was like trying to share the gospel with this young man, of just like talking to him about basically Jesus, and just saying like, he died. Do you know Jesus? Like, do you know that he died for our sins, kind of thing? And like me in my 5th grade language, that's what I was doing. But fast forward in high school, we had a teacher, Mr. Chase, who we had a class called, I think it was discipleship or evangelism. I don't remember, because I went to a Christian school here in Sioux Falls Christian. And he gave us a gospel tool that is now like tatted on my arm. And like we would go out to the mall and we would go and share the gospel and have gospel conversations in high school. And so I think I was like a sophomore or junior when I started doing that. And so, and then like my senior year, I was like, I'm going to get a tattoo when I graduate high school. And so my first tattoo was the gospel tool that I use, which is not 3 circles, but the 3 circles is amazing. So
awesome.
Yeah, if I would have known about the 3 circles, I would have been like, it wouldn't have took up my whole arm.
Where's your 3 circles tattoo, Bobby? Come on.
I know. I thought about getting a palm tattoo and putting the 3 circles on my
There you go.
palm.
It would last a couple years, maybe.
Just like point.
Yeah.
So what circle are you into?
That'd be sweet.
But it doesn't
It
last
probably
that
wouldn't
long.
last that long.
Yeah. So